A 2015 Toyota Camry with 560,000 miles just sold at auction for more than its original sticker price. Why? Because it's still running like it rolled off the factory floor yesterday. That's not luck, that's Japanese engineering. Today, I'm counting down 12 cars that aren't just transportation, they're retirement investments. And the car at number 3? Taxi drivers routinely push these past 500,000 miles without ever opening the engine bay. If you skip this video, you're literally leaving tens of thousands of dollars on the table. Let's dive in. Number 12. Nissan Altima. Kicking off our countdown at number 12 is the car that nobody talks about at parties, but everybody should. The 2025 Nissan Altima. Starting at just $26,470, this mid-size sedan is like that quiet student who ends up becoming valedictorian. Under that sculpted hood lies a 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine, churning out 188 horsepower and 180 pound-feet of torque. But wait, there's more drama here. The optional VC turbo engine, that's variable compression turbo for the tech nerds among us, delivers a punchy 248 horsepower while somehow managing 32 miles per gallon combined. How's that for having your cake and eating it too? The Altima's party trick? Pro Pilot Assist 2.0. Imagine having a co-pilot who never gets tired, never texts while driving, and can handle highway cruising while you supervise. The interior is where Nissan pulled a fast one on everyone. Those zero-gravity seats? NASA literally inspired them. After 4 hours of driving, your back will thank you instead of plotting revenge. Sure, the CVT transmission sounds like a blender when you floor it, but when you're gliding along at 39 miles per gallon highway, watching other drivers stop at every gas station, who's really winning? The infotainment system runs on a 12.3-inch touchscreen that actually responds when you touch it. Revolutionary, right? And here's the kicker. Nissan's reliability scores have climbed faster than a caffeinated squirrel in recent years. Consumer Reports now ranks it among the most dependable mid-size sedans. The Altima might not be the belle of the ball, but it's the one you'll still be dancing with 200,000 miles later, and your wallet will be doing the cha-cha right alongside it. Number 11. Subaru Outback. At number 11 is the vehicle that makes other cars jealous of its versatility. The 2025 Subaru Outback. Priced from $28,395, this isn't just a car. It's a lifestyle statement that says, I could climb Everest this weekend, but I'll probably just go to Costco. The standard 2.5-liter boxer engine produces 182 horsepower, which might sound modest until you realize this thing has symmetrical all-wheel drive that would make a mountain goat jealous. With 8.7 inches of ground clearance, the Outback treats potholes like minor inconveniences and snow like confetti. The real magic happens when you open that massive rear hatch, 75.6 cubic feet of cargo space, with the seats down. That's not storage, that's a studio apartment. And somehow, this road warrior still manages 33 miles per gallon highway. It's like having a pack mule that runs on a thimble of oats. The EyeSight driver assist technology comes standard, using dual cameras that watch the road more intently than a teenager watches TikTok. Pre-collision braking, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist. It's all there, making you safer than a turtle in its shell. The interior won't win any beauty pageants with its practical plastics and straightforward design. But here's the thing about Subaru owners, they're cultishly loyal. Why? Because at 250,000 miles, when other cars are having midlife crises, your Outback is just getting warmed up. Plus, that 2.4-liter turbocharged option with 260 horsepower turns this practical wagon into a surprisingly quick hauler. The Outback isn't trying to impress anyone at the valet stand. It's too busy being the most dependable friend you'll ever have on four wheels. Number 10. Honda CR-V. Breaking into our top 10 is Honda's masterpiece of just right, the 2025 CR-V. At $30,100, it's not the cheapest, not the most expensive, but somehow exactly what 400,000 plus Americans buy every year. The hybrid powertrain combines a 2.0-liter four-cylinder with 2 electric motors for a combined 204 horsepower. But horsepower isn't the headline here. It's the 43 miles per gallon city that'll make your accountant weep tears of joy. Honda's engineering philosophy with the CR-V is simple. Make everything work perfectly, every single time. The continuously variable transmission might sound like a wounded moose when you accelerate hard, but it's smoother than a jazz saxophone in normal driving. With 76.5 cubic feet of cargo space, you could probably fit a small yacht back there. Okay, maybe not a yacht, but definitely everything from IKEA that you swore would fit. The interior is where Honda flexed its muscles. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto come standard on most trims. The Bose premium audio on higher trims makes your playlist sound like a live concert, and those seats? They're like lazy boy recliners that somehow fit in a car. The Honda Sensing Suite throws in collision mitigation, road departure warning, and adaptive cruise control as standard. It's like having a protective bubble around you. Here's what sealed the deal. J.D. Power ranked the CR-V among the top 3 compact SUVs for reliability. When you buy a CR-V, you're not just buying transportation, you're buying a decade of worry-free ownership. Sure, it won't win any drag races, and the styling is about as exciting as watching paint dry. But when everyone else is at the mechanic, you'll be at the beach. The CR-V is automotive comfort food, familiar, satisfying, and always there when you need it. Number 9. Mazda CX-50. At number 9, meet the SUV that thinks it's a sports car, the 2025 Mazda CX-50. Starting at $29,995, this is what happens when engineers who love driving design an SUV. The base 2.5-liter 4-cylinder delivers 187 horsepower, but opt for the turbo, and you get 256 horsepower with 320 pound-feet of torque. That's not just power, that's merge onto the highway with authority power. Mazda did something radical here. They kept a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission. No CVT drone, no electric confusion, just good old-fashioned gears that shift when they should. The result? A driving experience that'll make you take the long way home just for fun. And with iActive AWD, this beauty dances through corners like it's auditioning for Fast and Furious. The interior is where Mazda showed off. Premium materials everywhere, a 10.25-inch display that's actually intuitive, and build quality that would make luxury brands nervous. The panoramic moonroof floods the cabin with light, making every journey feel like a road trip through paradise. Those terracotta leather seats on higher trims? They're not just seats, they're throne rooms for your daily commute. But here's the genius part. Despite being this engaging to drive, the CX-50 still achieves 27 miles per gallon city and 35 miles per gallon highway with the non-turbo engine. The MI drive modes let you switch personalities from eco-friendly commuter to weekend warrior at the push of a button. Mazda's reliability scores have been climbing steadily, with Consumer Reports noting exceptional predicted reliability. The CX-50 proves you don't have to sacrifice driving joy for practicality. It's the automotive equivalent of having a Swiss bank account that's also fun at parties. Responsible yet thrilling. Number 8. Toyota Camry. Subscribe to our channel if you're enjoying this countdown. We're just getting to the good stuff. At number 8 sits the sedan that refuses to die, the 2025 Toyota Camry. Starting at $27,515, this isn't just a car. It's a family heirloom you haven't inherited yet. Toyota went full hybrid for 2025, and every Camry now rocks a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder hybrid system, producing 225 horsepower in base form, or 232 horsepower with all-wheel drive. The fuel economy numbers are absolutely bonkers: 48 miles per gallon city and 47 miles per gallon highway. That's not a typo. You could drive from New York to Miami on basically 2 tanks of gas. The new 5th-generation hybrid system is so smooth, you'll forget you're driving a hybrid until you realize you haven't visited a gas station in 3 weeks. Toyota completely redesigned the Camry for 2025, and it looks like it spent a year at the gym. Sharp lines, aggressive stance, and an interior that finally doesn't look like it was designed by accountants. The 12.3-inch touchscreen runs Toyota's latest interface, which actually works without requiring a PhD in computer science. Toyota Safety Sense 3.0 comes standard with everything from pre-collision systems to road sign assist. It's like having a guardian angel with an engineering degree. But here's why the Camry makes this list. Longevity. There are Camrys from the 90s still daily driving with 400,000 plus miles. The hybrid system? Toyota's been perfecting it for over 2 decades. When other cars are having expensive breakdowns, your Camry will still be humming along like it just left the dealership. The resale value is so strong, you could probably sell a 10-year-old Camry for what some people pay for new economy cars. The Camry isn't just reliable, it's the automotive equivalent of a Swiss watch that runs on hope and good intentions. Number 7. Subaru Crosstrek. Number 7 belongs to the plucky underdog that became a giant killer, the 2025 Subaru Crosstrek. At $25,695. This compact crossover punches so far above its weight class, it should be illegal. The standard 2.0-liter Boxer engine makes 152 horsepower, but the available 2.5-liter jumps to 182 horsepower. Not earth-shattering numbers until you realize every single Crosstrek comes with symmetrical all-wheel drive as standard. With 8.7 inches of ground clearance and Subaru's legendary X mode, this little warrior will follow a Jeep Wrangler places that would make a Range Rover nervous. The approach angle of 18 degrees and departure angle of 29.9 degrees mean you can tackle obstacles that would leave other compact SUVs crying for their mommy. Yet somehow, it still delivers 29 miles per gallon combined. It's like having a mountain goat that sips fuel like a hummingbird. The interior is typical Subaru. Function over form, but everything exactly where you need it. The 11.6-inch touchscreen on higher trims is massive, running Subaru's Starlink system that's finally caught up with the 21st century. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, and the Harman Kardon Premium Audio on higher trims makes your music sound better than it has any right to in a $30,000 car. Here's what makes the Crosstrek special. It's literally one of the safest small SUVs you can buy. IIHS Top Safety Pick winner with eyesight standard across the range. The owners? They're fanatics. JD Power surveys show Crosstrek owners are among the most satisfied in the industry. Why? Because this thing will run until the heat death of the universe, take you anywhere you want to go, and never complain about it. The Crosstrek is proof that you don't need a trust fund to own a capable, reliable adventure mobile. Number 6. Honda Accord. Hitting the halfway mark at number 6 is the sedan that makes luxury cars nervous, the 2025 Honda Accord. Starting at $28,295, this isn't just a mid-size sedan, it's a masterclass in automotive excellence. The standard 1.5-liter turbocharged engine delivers 192 horsepower, but the real star is the hybrid with its 2.0-liter engine and electric motors combining for 204 horsepower and a staggering 48 miles per gallon combined. Honda threw everything at the Accord. The interior feels like it was lifted from an Acura, with soft-touch materials everywhere your hands might wander. The 12.3-inch touchscreen runs Honda's latest interface with physical knobs. Yes, actual knobs you can turn without looking. It's like Honda actually asked real humans what they wanted. Revolutionary concept, right? The driving dynamics are where the Accord embarrasses cars costing twice as much. The suspension strikes a perfect balance between comfort and sportiness. Take a corner aggressively, and the Accord responds like a sports sedan. Cruise on the highway, and it's quieter than a library at midnight. The Honda Sensing Suite comes standard with everything from collision mitigation to traffic jam assist. It's so comprehensive, the car practically drives itself in traffic. Space? The Accord has more rear legroom than some full-size sedans. The trunk swallows 16.7 cubic feet of cargo, enough for a small country's worth of groceries. But here's the clincher: reliability. Consumer Reports consistently ranks the Accord at the top for predicted reliability. There are Accords with 300,000 plus miles still running like they're late for something important. When you buy an Accord, you're not just buying a car. You're buying a decade plus of trouble-free transportation with resale value that'll make your investment advisor jealous. Number 5. Lexus UX 250h. At number 5 sits the compact luxury SUV that laughs at fuel pumps, the 2025 Lexus UX 250h. Starting at $37,490, this is luxury for people who think smart. The hybrid powertrain combines a 2.0-liter four-cylinder with electric motors for 181 horsepower total, but the real headline is 42 miles per gallon city. In a luxury SUV, Lexus didn't just shrink an RX and call it a day. The UX is engineered from the ground up to be the perfect urban companion. The turning radius is tighter than a yoga instructor, making parallel parking feel like child's play. Yet the interior feels like a first-class cabin, with available Takumi craftsmanship that includes hand-pleated door panels. That's right, someone actually hand-pleated your door panels. in 2025 by hand. The infotainment runs through a 12.3-inch display with Lexus interface, which finally ditched that awful trackpad for a touchscreen that actually works. Mark Levinson Premium Audio turns your commute into a concert hall, and the Lexus Safety System Plus 3.0 includes everything from dynamic radar cruise to automatic high beams that are smarter than some people I know. But here's why the UX makes this list. It's a Lexus, which means it's basically a fancy Toyota, which means it'll run forever. J.D. Power reliability scores are through the roof. The dealer experience? They treat you like royalty even during oil changes. The resale value? Lexus vehicles depreciate slower than fine wine appreciates. The UX 250h proves you can have champagne taste on a beer budget, as long as that beer is craft beer. It's the smart money's choice for luxury that lasts. Number 4. Mazda MX-5. The 2025 Mazda MX-5 Miata at $28,985 is the most reliable fun you can have on four wheels. The 2.0-liter four-cylinder makes just 181 horsepower, but in a car weighing barely 2,300 pounds, it feels like a rocket ship. The 6-speed manual transmission shifts like butter, and the 6-speed automatic is actually pretty good too. But it's a sports car, you cry. How can it be reliable? Because it's brilliantly simple. No turbochargers to fail, no complex all-wheel drive, no air suspension to break. Just an engine, a transmission, and pure driving joy. The Miata has been around since 1989, and Mazda has refined it to perfection. It's so reliable. There's a racing series using 20-year-old Miatas that barely need maintenance between races. The fuel economy? 26 miles per gallon city and 34 miles per gallon highway. Better than most SUVs while having infinitely more fun. The interior is snug but beautifully crafted, with everything focused on the driver. The 7-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto keeps you connected, and the Bose audio system somehow sounds amazing despite the tiny cabin. Here's the secret. Miata owners keep their cars forever. The average ownership length is over 10 years, with many owners at 15+ years and counting. Why? Because every drive, even to get milk, feels like an event. The convertible top takes 5 seconds to operate, reliability scores are exceptional, and the smile-per-mile ratio is off the charts. The Miata proves that reliable doesn't mean boring. It's the automotive equivalent of that friend who's responsible with their finances but still knows how to party. Number 3. Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. Here it is. Number 3, the car that does everything right, the 2025 Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. At $32,975, this isn't just good. It's the Swiss Army knife of vehicles that somehow mastered every tool. The hybrid system pairs a 2.5-liter four-cylinder with electric motors for 219 horsepower total, and every single one comes with all-wheel drive. No options, no confusion, just capability. The fuel economy is absolutely ridiculous. 41 miles per gallon city and 38 miles per gallon highway in something that can tow 1,750 pounds and has 37.6 cubic feet of cargo space. That's having your cake, eating it, and somehow losing weight. The 8.6 inches of ground clearance means you can actually take it off-road, and with Toyota's multi-terrain select, it'll handle mud, sand, and snow like a champion. The interior finally matches the price tag, with soft-touch materials, a 9-inch touchscreen with wireless everything, and JBL premium audio that makes traffic jams almost bearable. The Toyota Safety Sense 2.0 suite is so comprehensive, it's like having a co-pilot who never needs coffee. But here's the killer feature: reliability that borders on immortal. Toyota hybrids are legendary for longevity, with taxi drivers putting 500,000 plus miles on them. The RAV4 hybrid sells over 200,000 units annually in America alone. Why? Because it's the automotive equivalent of choosing the right answer on every question. Need space? Check. Want efficiency? Double check. Require reliability? Triple check with a gold star. The resale value is so strong, a 3-year-old RAV4 hybrid sells for nearly new prices. This isn't just smart money, it's genius money. The RAV4 hybrid doesn't just meet expectations, it exceeds them, then asks what else it can do for you. Number 2. Mazda 3. The runner-up position belongs to a car that punches so far above its weight, it's embarrassing competitors. The 2025 Mazda 3. Starting at just $24,995, this compact car delivers luxury car refinement at economy car prices. The base 2.5-liter four-cylinder produces 191 horsepower, but the available turbo cranks out 250 horsepower with 320 pound-feet of torque. Plus, Mazda stuck with a proper 6-speed automatic. No CVT droning here. Step inside the Mazda 3 and you'll question reality. The interior materials would be at home in a BMW. The design is minimalist yet gorgeous, with a driver-focused cockpit that makes you feel special every single time. The 10.25-inch display runs Mazda Connect, which finally works properly, and the Bose 12-speaker system on higher trims sounds better than some home theaters. But here's Mazda's secret weapon, driving dynamics that embarrass cars costing twice as much. The steering feel is telepathic, the suspension perfectly damped, and the whole car feels like it was carved from a single piece of metal, yet it still delivers 28 miles per gallon city and 36 miles per gallon highway. The available all-wheel drive turns this compact car into an all-weather warrior without sacrificing fun. Reliability? Mazda has been climbing Consumer Reports rankings faster than a caffeine-fueled rocket. The Mazda 3 consistently ranks among the most reliable compact cars. The paint quality is so good, it looks better after 5 years than some cars look new. Resale value is strong, owner satisfaction is through the roof, and every journey feels like an event. The Mazda 3 proves you don't need to spend luxury money to get a luxury experience. It's the thinking person's compact car. Number 1. Toyota Corolla Hybrid. And the crown goes to the 2025 Toyota Corolla Hybrid. At just $25,395, this isn't just the best Japanese car you can buy with your eyes closed. It's possibly the smartest automotive purchase on the planet. The hybrid system combines a 1.8-liter four-cylinder with an electric motor for 138 horsepower total. Not exciting? Who cares when you're getting 53 miles per gallon city and 46 miles per gallon highway? The Corolla is the best-selling car in human history, with over 50 million sold. Why? Because Toyota took transportation and perfected it. The 2025 model finally looks good too, with sharp styling that won't embarrass you at the valet. The interior is simple but well built, with an 8-inch touchscreen that just works every time without drama. The reliability is biblical. There are Corollas with 500,000 plus miles still daily driving. The hybrid system has been refined over 2 decades to the point where it's basically unbreakable. Maintenance costs are minimal, insurance is cheap, and the resale value is so strong, you could probably sell a 10-year-old Corolla for what some pay for new budget cars. But here's the real genius. The Corolla Hybrid does everything competently. It's comfortable enough for long trips, efficient enough to make accountants weep with joy, reliable enough to pass down through generations, and now even stylish enough to not bore you to tears. It's not exciting, but neither is your retirement fund, and both will take care of you for decades. There's your list. 12 cars backed by millions of miles and real owner data, not marketing hype. Remember that buyer who saved $11,000 just by choosing the RAV4 Hybrid? That's you now. Here's what to do. Pick your top choice, hit subscribe for next week's video on what to inspect before buying these cars, and drop a comment. I'll personally tell you if it's the right move. Share this with anyone car shopping, because this video could literally save them $10,000 plus over the next decade. The best car isn't the sexiest one. It's the one still running when everyone else is back at the dealership. Choose smart, drive happy, and I'll see you in the next one.